Alright, switching over to my SD9VE on my hip, and just for reference, the holster I'm using, it's made by Infused Kydex. I bought it off eBay. I think it was around 29 bucks. Fits very snugly on the gun, very tight retention. It's just a belt slide holster made out of Kydex. Works great for these guns. Again, the one thing I'm finding out trying to do this drill with my coat on, this coat is kind of like a dressy coat. I think it's a Columbia. It's a little bit snug trying to get the gun out, or to get the cover garment over the holster. So again, something you need to practice. So here we go again. And that was not the correct drill. I'm supposed to do 3 and 2, not 2 and 1. So let's try that again. And that was not the correct drill. I'm supposed to do 3 and 2, not 2 and 1. So let's try that again. That was much better. When I slow down, I do a much better job. So slow is smooth, smooth is fast. This time I'm going to have a mag change in the middle, I believe. I definitely tend to shoot a little bit high on the head sometimes. Something, again, I need to work on. But when you're trying to shoot fast like this, and I'm not under stress either, I'm pretty comfortable here. Only guy here at the range, but if I'm under stress and I'm doing this, it might be even harder for me to get my cover garment off. So that was a little bit slower. That was a little bit slower. That wasn't very good at all. Very good at all. But it is something that, I may not have mastered it yet, but I am getting better from my first set. My first set of targets, I had several of them outside. This time I have one right on the edge of the center target, one a little bit high, and then I have 1 or 2 high on the top target as well, but this is why you practice. I didn't even get my cover garment that time. This is what happens. This is what happens. I don't know why I hesitated that time, but that was not smooth. I don't know why I hesitated that time, but that was not smooth. But there's my first try at a Mozambique drill. I don't think it was too bad for my first try. Again, I'm not a marksman. I had a couple of flinches in there. I had a couple of shots where I paused in between shooting. And I think that's because right before this, I was doing this with the SD9 2.0. And that flat trigger really is nice on the SD9 2.0. So that's going to do it for this edition of Cranky Gun Reviews and my take on the Mozambique drill. The first time I've ever done it. I'm using an IDPA target. I'm about 5 yards away. Something like that, right around 5 yards. Actually, not even 5 yards. I'm about maybe 3 or 4 yards away from the target. So this is simulating, again, somebody rushing towards me having to draw and shoot. It's a little bit slow, but the more I practice, the better I'm going to get. Always make sure you have a good holster that holds your gun well, that you can also get the gun out of fairly easily when you need to, but it has to have good retention so the gun doesn't fall out if you're trying to run backwards. I should also try doing this one-handed, so I have my other hand out in front of me and shoot, but I'm almost out of ammo, so that'll be for another day. Thanks again for watching another edition of Cranky Gun Reviews. God bless America. Make sure you support your 2A rights. Get out there and shoot, and you remember, if someone asks you to give up some of your freedom for the greater good, remind them that freedom is always the greater good.